Hi, for data cleaning, we use a very powerful tool in Microsoft Excel called Flash Fill. This is available in the Data tab next to Text to Column, which is the small icon. The shortcut is Ctrl E. This allows us to automatically fill in values. As an example, to separate the first name and the last name, we can simply write James and then Smith and then press Ctrl E 2 times. Even if there is no delimiter between the first name and the last name, we can simply write James and Smith and then press Ctrl E. Now there are 4 elements in the dataset. We have an email ID, a division, and then 2 sets of numbers. To extract the third value, we simply write the third value and press Ctrl E. As an example, if we also wanted to get the third and the fourth value, we could have written it like this and we get new results. To separate the numerical and the text component from an input, we can simply write one example of the text and one example of the numerical component and then press Ctrl E. To interchange the first name and the last name, we write Smith, James and then press Ctrl E. To change the comma to a space, we can write James space Smith and then it replaces all the commas with a space. To add an initial in the middle, we can write one example with James J.S. Smith and then Ctrl E. To convert to lowercase, we can write James Smith and then Ctrl E. To convert to uppercase, we can write James Smith and then Ctrl E. To have one part lower and one part upper, we can write James Smith and then Ctrl E. To only extract the initials, JS and then Ctrl E will give you only the initials. To add the initial as a prefix, we can write JS in parentheses and then James Smith, and that gives us all the results. To extract the numbers, 300 and Ctrl E will give you incorrect results, but the moment you give it one more sample, you will get the right results. In a case where there might be a confusion in terms of which one of these inputs we want to pick up, the first time you put 300 and Ctrl E, all the answers are not correct, but the moment you give another sample, the answers are correct. But if you notice, it is picking up all the numbers towards the left. But if you press Ctrl Z and again give it one more sample, which is from the right in both the instances, then it understands that we only want to pick up the numbers from the right where available.